Getting dicey.
That was great. That's the new catchphrase before we get started. Let's get tugging and then switch.
I don't know why
into
Jeffrey Tobin is always a subject.
Short diversion. My favorite podcast is a podcast called Bud Pod, and there's their sign off phrase is "keep jacking it."
Okay.
And it means exactly what you think it means.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a long running joke that now is just awkward, and the more it gets used, the longer it's more awkward.
When was it not?
In context, it still didn't make that much sense, to be honest. But
all right, Shannon, should I bring the map up for everyone? Or we're on a black and white street at the moment. Do you want me to bring that up for everyone to see?
What are you on?
In Roll20, I can see like a black and white street.
Oh yeah, black and white. Yeah. I was just wondering if the lights weren't working, so you can see it.
We can. Well, I can.
Okay. All right. Let's get into this.
Okay. Let's get tugging.
Yeah. Don't stop jacking or whatever So there's a guy standing up on that thing in the middle of the street. It looks dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's nothing to do with what we're doing.
Is this Cuba Street?
Could be. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, it might be in Wellington.
Definitely a street.
It's definitely a street from New Zealand in the 1920s. I think what we'll do is we'll just start off by. Can you guys explain to me just quickly what happened last week, roughly? Do you know?
Yes.
Then I'll know what you know.
Sydney Harris is suspected of kidnapping Jane Strong, a wealthy businessman's daughter.
Lucas Strong.
We have 3 people that have teamed up. Well, basically, they were all out in Wainuiomata, and they learnt about this kidnapping, and everyone's being tasked with going out to try and...
Oh, the 3 people are you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are... I think it ended with us being... Play the intro. We've been tasked... Well, everyone's been tasked with finding the suspect, right?
Yeah. Can we go over who our 3 characters are again? Especially because I want to make sure I remember your guys' names.
Well, I am Roy Floyd. A wealthy dilettante from Thorndon.
Rointment Floyd.
From Thorndon, that makes sense. It's a rich area, isn't it?
It's where Daddy laid the first tracks connecting Auckland and Wellington.
You're a railroad, made all your money from the rails.
Yeah, railroad tycoon father.
Okay.
That's how we know the Strongs. We've summited in similar places.
Yes.
Tobias Smythe is a librarian. He's quite dressed up for a librarian. He always dresses nicely. He's always got smooth back, dark black hair, and a little pencil mustache. And he's spent a lot of his life in a library. And he really wants everyone else to join the library as well. He's a bit of an activist for that.
Oh, yeah.
And he's 51. He's 51 years old.
Okay. How old was Roy?
What did I say last time?
He was 30-something.
Oh, he's 36.
In his 30s. Okay. Was there anything else about... What's the librarian's
Tobias?
name?
Tobias, he knows Roy because Roy helped fund some of his activism to try and get people into the library.
Okay, a philanthropist.
And
I imagine there's like a Floyd wing or stack in the library.
Floyd stack.
Floyd stack.
They haven't even put them away. They're so fresh.
Isn't that what they're called? The rows of book, like the
Are they?
bookshelves called
Single
stacks.
stack? Oh, I didn't know that.
I think it's an American term though.
And Tobias knows Joe's character because he often makes his way into Wainui to visit the library out there, but also deliver some books to some people. One of them being Myrtle, Joe's character.
To beef with the local librarian, apparently.
Yeah.
Your library is not as good.
Yeah. It's not. Tell us about Myrtle, Joe.
I had the fortune of rolling a 77-year-old character. So
and rolling with it. That was good.
Yeah.
So I've chosen the criminal background. Her name is Myrtle White, also known as Tilly. She is a weathered old smoker, small and wiry. She has a deeply lined face and a bitter aura. So yeah, she's feisty and mean, and she's actually the grandmother of this supposed kidnapper. Sydney Harris.
Yeah, we found that out in the library.
But Tilly doesn't know that you know.
Yeah. And she's based off the 20 fucking wax lady, if you know.
Just type that into Google
classic
or
staple.
YouTube. It will come up. Just 20. You didn't mishear her. 20 fucking wax.
It's well worth it.
When I looked at the video, one of the top comments was, "This is why the New Zealand accent was ranked the sexiest in the world."
20 fucking wax. Okay. All right. That's.
Not
I think
my
that
fault.
sums it
Your
up.
daughter's fucked up in the head.
And we found out a couple of things at the library. There was a new water supply or dam being built out in these woods. It rains a lot out there, but it stopped. They stopped mining due to precious metals being found. And Sydney Harris has already been apprehended once for breaking into a jeweler's.
I missed it.
Yep. I put you on this giant map just to show you the scale of the thing you're going into. I mean, your characters are not to scale.
Okay.
But you can see, like, that's a large city over there, and this would take many, many days, and it's thick bush, giant trees. So be prepared. And you did get prepared. You bought supplies, you bought tramping boots, and you got guns supplied by Lucas Strong. Okie-dokie.
That's right. Tobias, who's never fired a gun before, has now got a 303 rifle.
Right, we'll see how that goes. Okay, I'm going to move you onto the map because you got dropped off along a road. Actually, while we're on this map, I'll just draw a little picture. So you're actually starting roundabout down here, and there's a road coming down like this. Can you see that? The lines. There's a road, and you're getting dropped off. I'll just do a little yellow dot or something there. Getting dropped off around about here. And the plan is that they're going to drop off search party members. There's a large search party because there's a large reward. So there's over 100 people out searching, and you get dropped off in like groups of 3 or so along the road and up to the north. And this is where you're getting dropped off, and you're all going to move in like a noose, trying to capture the kidnappers and hopefully bring back Jane. Now I'll switch to this one. Here we go. So this is where you're getting dropped off. So there's the main road along there, heading from west to east. And then there's a dirt track heading into the forest in the northeast. So this place has been logged a bit. There's a large logging truck there, lots of stumps. I'll just read you a bit from the thing. So you're among the first groups to be shown to your starting point. This is the scene of the shootout the previous night. So you're privileged in that way. It's a newly formed clearing about 100 yards across on the edge of the forest, forming part of a wider area marked for logging. This place used to be logged. It's a bit of an infrequent logging at the moment, but years ago it was logged a lot. A dirt track from the main road heads over a small field to the edge of the clearing. It's littered with short stumps and a couple of piles of fallen tree trunks, surrounded by tall, looming trees that stand close together. So, yeah, that's where you are. And
what time of day have they dropped us off?
Oh, so it would be lunchtime. Hope you bought your lunch.
Yeah, Tobias had just like out of one of his jacket pockets, just as like a neatly wrapped little sandwich, which he just, without even talking or mentioning it to anyone, just starts tucking in.
What you got there, Tobias?
It's just a sandwich. It's just a sandwich.
Just the one?
Well, I knew it was going to be a long day. I didn't know it was going to be this long. But, yep, I got to take my lunch with me. This is, What is Tobias? Is there anything of note? Obviously, there was a big shootout here previously. Is there any signs of that shootout?
Yeah, roll a spot hidden.
Oh, my favorite. Spot hidden. Here we go.
Is this our first spot hidden?
I think it might be. It's a success.
What is that?
37 versus my 55.
Rolled.
I don't know, but it's a 37 versus my 55.
Okay, a success.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I won't look at the dice. I'll just look at your thing.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, there's when you got dropped off, the other people sitting on the back of the truck, you heard them mention that this was the site where the shooting took place. Mm-hmm. So you're on the lookout. Is anyone else want to do a roll a spot hidden?
No, have a look.
Yeah, you should all do it because you're all just being dropped off and having a look. But first of all, it'll be Tobias.
No, I've rolled a failure.
Okay. All right.
Too busy eyeing up that sandwich.
And we neglected to mention that you've got an enormous chainsaw and a gun.
Right. That's right.
Seems excessive, doesn't it? I think I'm probably making someone carry at least one of those things.
How do I roll spot hidden?
You should just be able to click on it in your skills.
Yeah. Well, while you check it out, we'll just describe what Tobias sees. All right. You see, you walk around closer to one of the tree stumps and you find evidence of discarded bullet casings near this tree trunk over here. Oops, I'm drawing on it. And that's where you also see blood, spattered blood over this tree trunk. And it looks like along the ground is the grass and the dirt as well near there. So,
Roy, did they mention that anyone got shot? I don't remember them mentioning that. I knew there was a shootout.
They no, I don't think they did. Don't remember that.
Oh, I think they might have.
Okay.
I don't know. Is that blood over there?
Yeah,
Was it going into the woods?
Yes. Can we follow the blood at all? Is there a trail?
What it looks like is being dragged back towards the road. You think this could be the two policemen that were mentioned to have been shot?
Right.
Yeah, they shot two of the policemen. Don't you remember? You're meant to be the brain box here, Tobias.
Oh yeah. So I've just been so taken aback by it all, you know. So I don't normally have to deal with blood and death and stuff. It's all quite out of left field for a librarian.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like the gun casings were right next to the blood there. So make of that what you will. And they were possibly, like you can see scuff marks and everything. Maybe they were taking cover behind this large stump.
Yeah, I think this is where the policeman must have been. I can see, look, there's a bunch of these gun casings as well. Must have been from police guns. And they must have been shooting off into the woods or something.
What kind of this is just me as a player. What kind of I don't know anything about guns, so like you can tell the different type of gun from the casings, right?
Yeah, how big it is, I guess. So do you have any kind of ability with guns?
Yep.
Okay. Just
I've
roll
also got
what?
I've got two confusing things on my character sheet. I have under fighting, I have fighting skill 3, 10, so that's useful. And I've also got firearm skill 2, 10.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those as well, like firearm skill 1 and firearm skill 2, but I don't know why I have those.
And I've got 10 points in them, and I don't know what they are, so that's cool. But yeah, I have skills in handgun, rifle, shotgun.
Okay. Let's roll a if you think you have a skill that's relevant, like intelligence or a no roll, things like
No
that.
roll.
You can roll that.
Is a no roll something everyone has? Isn't that like a special rule?
Oh, maybe that's just intelligence. Yeah, just roll intelligence.
Okay.
And there's education
Roy...
and intelligence, I guess, yeah.
Ooh, another failure. I rolled 98.
Oh, but you're just above 50, so that means it's not a botch or whatever they call it in this game.
Just above 50?
What would happen? Your brain would shoot out or something if you failed the intelligence roll.
Just fall to the ground, have a seizure.
You're gone. How did your Roy? How did your spot hidden go?
I've just realised what I've done wrong.
You've joined the game. That's your first mistake.
Success on my spot hidden. I was still in edit mode.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like clicking it and it's doing nothing. I'm like, click, damn you.
That's right. You've got insane stats. So you've got a spot hidden of 80. Okay. Yep. You're going to be spotting all the hidden stuff. Okay. As you're standing next to Tobias, you spot in the distance near the tree line, little bits of red, plasticky stuff, I guess. And with your amazing sight, you think they are shotgun shells.
I think there's some shotgun shells over there.
That must be where the others were firing from.
Should we just map out how this fight happened, maybe?
Okay.
I'll go over there where the shotgun shells are.
Yep, so I'll draw some on. So it looks like there's some shotgun shells here, and there's also some more blood. Those red things are the shotgun shells, so that's halfway between the stump and the tree line. There's dried blood over on the tree stump. Blech. And then as you get a little bit closer, you see more spent casings, gun casings, near the tree line. And it looks like, maybe, well, with a spot hidden, roll a tracking. Oh, also remember, if you succeed on something, put a little tick on your sheet, and then if you survive, you'll be able to upgrade it.
Cool. If I succeed or if I fail?
If you succeed, you'll get to tick it.
Okay.
So you should be able to tick the spot hidden, a little circle next to spot hidden now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I've done that.
Myrtle, you need a hand, or are you okay over there?
I don't know why we're all standing around. We already know he got shot. I don't see anything of interest around here.
Well, we're just trying to find out where we think maybe they could have gone. See if there's any tracks.
What was that you said about some bloody dam or something?
Oh, yeah, they're mining out a new water supply up here.
Reckon they might be heading up there?
Do we know the direction of where this water supply or this dam was being built?
The dam hasn't been built yet.
It stopped, right? It got stopped being mined because they found precious metals.
Yeah, but you think it's like northeast in general. You know, the whole sort of area goes northeast. Okay. Oh, anyway, with your spot hidden, you can see that someone who was over here by the tree line has left some marks and has obviously run away to the northeast along this dirt track. You were also dropped off with a few other people. They were on the other side by those logs, and one of them walks over to you and sees you looking at the track. Oh yeah, he's a farmer, quite a big, strong-looking guy. Strong jawline.
A bit like built like a pine tree.
Built like a pine, yeah. Yeah. Is that? Oh, g'day. How's it doing?
G'day. Yeah, good mate. You?
Yeah, not bad. Pretty good. It's gonna go hunting for these kidnappers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. We think they've gone west, is what we were just discussing, and that's where the money. Where the money's on that one. We were just stopping for some lunch, but we're going to go straight west. Between you and me, bloody, that's my money's on west.
What makes you think west?
Look at this nerd over here. He knows where he's gone. He said dead west. He done it with his detective skills.
You're a detective, are you?
Tobias
Tilly, you're not supposed to tell them.
Tobias is a bit flustered. And he pulls a card out of his pocket. From the library, did you? I just wanted to. I wonder if you've reading any books at which library? Which is your local library?
Oh. Shush! Now's not the time. I'm trying to make eye contact with Tobias. I'm trying to deceive this guy and send him in the opposite direction to a sort of where we were thinking.
Oh,
right?
okay. Can
trying
you
to throw him off out. We don't want people getting in the midst of our business, right?
Sure. Okay. If you got fast talk or
I think I have
like that.
I put all my stuff in intimidate. Oh no, I do have fast talk.
Okay.
I'm very poor at it, so I definitely won't succeed, unfortunately. I should have gone with the intimidate.
Is there a concept of help?
Not for this, I don't think. Well, unless are you able to
Well, I wanted to be like, Tilly, don't tell everybody about West.
Oh, you're playing into it, eh? Okay, yeah, give us an advantage dice or whatever they call it. You roll an extra d10 and you use that one.
Oh,
whichever's lowest.
How do I do that? Also, what the hell is a verbose roll? Because that's an option.
Verbose?
What?
I don't know.
I think
I've got a fast talk of 75.
Oh my god, that's so good.
No, we'll do this. Okay. We'll allow you to add help. Normally, probably wouldn't.
I think the game's set up to automatically roll one bonus dice with it, so I think that's why it's been, for me at least, why it's been rolling extra dice.
Well, just give us a roll and then roll another d10 if it's
So who's rolling, me or
Link?
Yeah.
Roll for
persuade. I've got a 5 for that, so it's not going to go great, is it?
Or fast talk.
Yeah. A 52 versus 5. Yeah, of course I failed.
I didn't realize it was that low.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous, like a 5% chance of succeeding.
Okay, well, roll another d10 because you might get a 0 and then you will succeed.
There we go,
But
8.
you did not. You got it.
Okay, this is a key lesson. Play to your character's strengths. I should
yeah,
have gone
yeah.
with Intimidate, which I have a 60 in, but I didn't think that far ahead.
Mm.
All right.
But that's okay, 'cause
This
we could
farmer's
probably
holding
talk
2
to
sheep.
him. I love him. He can
Yeah.
be my best friend, actually. I love him.
Really?
He's
Okay,
got
he's
two
like,
sheep. The one's
what are you,
waving at
you're
me.
trying to bullshit me? You're
No.
trying to pull one over on me.
No.
What are you guys even doing out here? What are you looking for the kidnapper as well?
Well,
Yep.
yes. Yep. Couldn't you tell they've got the gun? And he just starts kind
Hold
of
on.
waving it.
Hey, whoa, watch where you're pointing that thing.
Yep. Look,
Have you guys even been into the bush before? What is like a wee little guy with a sandwich, some fancy city slicker? Or what's this, like a 77-year-old woman with a chainsaw? Just guessing on the age. I'm good.
You must have some kind of high ability check on that one. Bang on.
I love how his criticism was that you have a sandwich.
Yeah.
he just
Fucking
like
sandwich
he wraps up the last little quarter of the sandwich and puts it back in his pocket. I'm not sure what you've got to bring that up for, but no, yes, we're here to find this guy. There's some nice rewards in it. Plus, also, got to do our thing for the community, don't we? Other than obviously books. That's always a good thing for the community, but this is just something else to help.
Books. You could save your books. Look, I'm gonna catch you guys later. You got no chance. All right. Look, I wish you well, but like, I don't think you'll last 5 minutes in the bush. Look at your hairy leg, your little legs sticking out the bottom of your shorts there. Jeez. Okay. Well, I'm off. And
piss off! You think you're going to get any further than us? You're bloody holding 2 sheep, you bloody wanker!
Yeah, well, these sheep have got to learn to harden up like the rest of us. and he whistles out to his mates, and both of them go, ugh. And they laugh at you as they leave, and they walk into the bush. They push the bush out of the way, like boof, 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 laughing as they go.
Which direction do they head off in?
They would go along the dirt track, but they're too manly, and they just bash through the bush next to the track.
So they didn't go west.
No.
They weren't deceived. They weren't even 5% deceived.
Mm.
Well, that didn't bloody go very well, did it? I was trying to be a bit smart, but he saw right through me.
Tobias takes out his sandwich and just angrily eats the rest of it. Just like a real angry eating.
Oh.
Can't believe that's what they'd say about them. Can't believe it.
Very rude.
Very rude.
Oh, we'll show him. We'll show him.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Well, how'd you get on with those treks, Roy?
Not good. I seem to lose them sort of pretty much immediately.
Okay.
Heaps of shotgun shells around here, though, but it just seems a bit tricky.
Tobias is just kind of going to wander across over to these logs as well and just take a little bit of a look over here too.
Okay.
Just to see what these other guys were looking at. They seemed pretty confident, didn't they?
Yeah, these are just logs that have been harvested a while back and been sitting around.
He just gives one of the logs a kick with his new boot. Just a real gentle kick as well. Barely moves the log at all.
Oh, the log does not move. Trust me, it's a big log.
Okay.
We'll use the previous spot hidden, and you don't spot anything odd around here. There's a giant truck here. It's obviously can't do its job because this is the other night. This was a crime scene.
Mm.
But as far as you guys did some great spot hidden rolls, and you've seen where you think the police officers were shot, and where it looks like a police officer had run up to the middle and shotgun blasted into the bush. And also there's a bunch of spent shell casings near the bush, which you think were probably the kidnappers, and they have run back into the bush, but they're on the run. But that's about as much as you can get from this place, I think.
Right, let's stop stuffing around and get in there. I'm striding into the bush.
Okay, you stride into the bush. Fantastic.
Tobias, sort of like behind everyone, is sort of practice aiming his rifle behind, like up into the trees and stuff, like trying to get a feel for the gun.
Okay.
Just walking backwards, and then sort of puts it down by his side and follows on behind them.
Okay, you make your way into the bush, and it instantly becomes pretty dark. This is an old dirt track. It's pretty thin. The large logging truck wouldn't be able to make it in here, but it looks like there are tracks of other smaller trucks. As it's so it's summertime. It's hot. Middle of lunchtime, but even so, in here it's damp, and there's puddles of water around and things like that. So it's a New Zealand native bush. Instantly, when you go in there, large tree trunks, heaps of punga trees, ferns all around the bottom as you walk, sort of scratching your legs. As you look into the depths of the bushes, of the bush to the sides of the track, you can see lots of vines. It's dense bush. So you make your way in. You can see some basic footsteps, but if you want to, could you please give me a tracking roll, apart from Roy, because Roy's done one for that.
I'm ready to fail. I have failed.
And I have failed.
Okay. All right. So this is going to slow you down a little bit, I think. Let's move to
My character is shit.
Okay, I'm moving you to the overall big old map.
Shit.
Has that moved?
What they used to be.
We're back on that overview map, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll move you down just so you generally know where you are. Now, this dirt track is going to be heading northeast, like this. Okay, so which way will you go?
Well, I think we were following northeast, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're just going to have to follow the track. You're not able to spot any footsteps, really. So we'll just keep you following. It's a bit of a bummer if you can't track. So
So far, so good.
Game over for you guys.
You were lost in the forest forever.
Wait,
Yeah,
I mean,
does
can
it
I-
actually?
Can I listen
Yeah.
out? Can I listen out for something?
Yes,
As we make our way up.
sure.
As I
Give me
mentioned,
a listen roll.
Good idea.
Tobias having to keep an ear out at the library is a pretty good listener. That's a success.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
But for now, you do not hear anything but the sounds of birds, things like that. But your ears are definitely on high alert. They're working. So you make your way in and you stumble around following this track for, let's say, a couple of hours, hoping to see anything else. Oh, yes?
Can I try to navigate us towards the half-built water source? Like the
Yeah, well,
dam?
you don't know where it is exactly.
but I'm an amateur cartographer, and I have
Yes.
navigate.
Yeah, so do you have cartography, or is that a different skill as well?
I do have cartography.
Can you roll a cartography skill roll for me, please?
Tobias accidentally just like shoots out into the woods. Oh my god, sorry guys. Oh my gosh. Does this thing have a safety? I don't know what's going on. Sorry guys.
You could have killed us, you bloody idiot.
Sound rings out. So yeah, you're looking for cartography, are you?
Yeah. Do you mind if I just hit navigate because I can see it here?
Yeah.
It's probably worse than my cartography, to be honest.
Because I'll say for cartography. Oh yeah, success.
Success on a navigate.
Okay. Yep. I think that will. Do you have a cartography as well? Or is that separate?
I can't see it on here. Maybe it was a.
What is your number on it? Oh, it doesn't say a number.
I can't see it. Sorry. I was sure I did have it.
Because maybe
maybe
if
it's
you
just
got
a
a good
story
cartography, I'd draw the map better. All right. So yeah, you can definitely. That's going to help you not get lost. Let's say that, at least for a while. Okay. So after a couple of hours, you make your way in into the forest, just following this dirt track. Can you describe what you're wearing? I don't think we got that.
Me?
Everybody.
I'm wearing a formal 3-piece suit that's sort of
okay.
It's like double-breasted, but vest in the middle, and it's a sort of quite fibrous, quite rugged. It's not like fine like you would wear in a city. It's like
like a tweed jacket.
Yeah,
tweed.
yeah, a bit more tweedy for it's bush formal attire.
Okay, all right.
Because I knew where I was coming.
Yeah. What else is everyone else wearing?
It's the equivalent of people who drive those off-road vehicles around the CBD, like they're about to go onto the farm, but they've never been on a farm.
Tobias is wearing his hunting hat, which he picked up at the store where he got his rifle, as well as some new boots and some some sort of wet weather pants. But he's still got on like pretty nice upper like jacket and shirt and tie.
Okay, so just like a blue or
like the jacket is just it's a
gray clothes.
It's a gray jacket.
Great,
yeah.
Beautiful gray jacket.
Yeah.
Okay. And Tilly?
I'm wearing my woolen jersey, my hand knitted beanie. I'm wearing my trackies, but I was smart enough to wear a thermal underneath them, and I have got them tucked into my tramping boots.
All right. So what's that? Blue or grey or?
Oh, it's a lovely hunter green.
Green. Okay, beautiful. And your formal suit, your Roy?
I was going to say greyish green, but now I feel like a copycat being in between the two other players.
Purple.
But
I'm going to say brown.
Brown. Okay.
Yeah.
Classy. Okay. So we'll use your listen roll from before, Tobias, and you hear the sound of wood breaking up ahead, twigs snapping.
Like when you say up ahead, just further up the path, or
no, in up the path, but off into the bush a bit.
Off to the left or the right? Can I pinpoint?
To the left.
Okay. He just he swings around and just aims the gun in front of him, and like pulls the trigger, but the safety's on. It's just like he's like a little bit startled. There's something else. There's I think there's something up there. I think there's something just off the track up there.
Did you just try to shoot it without even seeing it?
Yep. Yes.
You bloody idiot.
Well, I don't know.
Probably just that bloody sheep shagger from before.
I've never used a gun. I don't know what to say.
You don't just shoot without looking, you bloody young idiot.
Seeing like the actual annoyance on Myrtle's face, Tobias like, Roy, how dangerous is this thing you've given me? I told you I'd never shot anything before.
It's a fucking gun.
Myrtle's making it sound like I could have killed something.
You could have. You'd be on the bloody hook for murder.
Oh, I don't know.
No, at least manslaughter. Well, that's kind of the point of them, Tobias. They're there to kill things.
There's someone out there.
Do you want me to hold on to it for you until you need it?
No, I need to get used to it. It needs to get used to me as well.
I tell you what we're going to do is we're going to take the bullets out of it.
That
Just for now.
could I have?
And you...
I feel like I need to. Maybe I'll keep a couple in my back pocket, and it'll be fine.
You can keep them in your pocket, but please don't put them in until
Okay.
we need to. Please
Right.
don't shoot randomly off into the bush.
Okay.
We're all going to die because of this decision, aren't we?
You know,
Tobias
we're all-
unloads his
we're all
gun
wearing-
completely and puts the
we're all
bullets in
wearing
his
camo.
pocket.
We're wearing browns and greens,
We're good. We're good.
indistinguishable in the bush.
Someone out
I'm a
there.
geriatric.
Are you calling out? Okay,
Yeah.
let's do a spot hidden from you,
Okay.
Tobias.
And an extreme success.
Oh, okay. With your amazing eyes, your X, you spot right where you heard it. You beat in and you see a man and a young boy with rifles trained directly at your head.
Oh! Hi, sorry for. Look, I didn't shoot. So he's just going to put his hands up. Myrtle, Roy, there's some. You know how you were just telling me about how dangerous guns could be. Do you remember?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
There's a couple that are aimed at us right now. So you might just.
Us or you?
Well, we're all kind of clumped together. I'm not. I think me, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Sorry about that. This is his first time holding a gun, and we could have taken better care with him. We're really sorry.
I've taken
Are
the
you
bullets
okay?
out. There's no more bullets in it. It's all good.
So from out of the bush walks towards you this man and the boy with their hunting rifles and everything, and they are looking very apologetic. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We thought you were a deer. There's a picture of the man and the. I couldn't find a background with Forrest, but yes, they both got their rifles, and they're just look. They're in hunting attire. Awfully sorry.
No, that's right. I thought you were like a murderer, so that's okay. I think we're both kind of glad that we're not what we thought each other was.
It was yes. I wouldn't want to be murdering you by mistake.
Yeah.
So just out doing some
Awfully
hunting.
close. Yes. We're just out hunting. Been out here for a few days.
A few days.
I heard a shot. Someone shot some bullets earlier. I thought they must have been hunting deer as well.
Oh no, it's just a bird or something. I was trying to just do some.
Bird shooting the gun.
Yeah. Yeah. No, a bird was sorry. It startled me, so I just fired. I haven't used a gun much before.
A bit of a hunter yourself, are you?
That's the one. Yep, a hunter of books. If you're interested.
No.
So you guys haven't heard the news?
What news?
Oh, there's been police shootout around here. You didn't hear about that?
No, I haven't. That's the first I've heard of it. A police shootout.
Yeah.
No.
Criminals up
no,
in the bush and everything, innit? You ain't seen
Criminals?
nothing?
No. Heck no. We've just been out here with the boy, teaching him how to murder things. Hunt deer. Came out with our friends who they've gone. We've decided to stick closer. We didn't really like it in there, to be honest. Dark. Anyway, there's probably not that many deer, so we've decided to come back out, stick around the edge and look for deer.
Oh, you didn't like it in the bush.
Well, yeah, various reasons. Chief of which didn't see any deer.
You left your mates in there?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's my friend and his son. They're doing a very similar thing, but he's a bit of a wild man. He's got a Texas hat. He likes to be a bit crazy, and he's still in there.
Excuse my manners. My name's Tobias. What's your name?
It's a damn good question.
He definitely knows his own name.
It is a damn good question. I like that. That's how he answered it. I was like, that is a damn good question.
Oh my
God. My name's Alistair Lawson,
Nice.
and this is my son George
No, you
Lawson as well.
You haven't seen a Sydney Harris. It's not a big town. Are you from Wainui?
No, we're from Auckland.
You've come all the way down.
Yep. So show the boys the true bush of New Zealand.
Did you catch the train down?
Yeah, we did. How'd you know that?
Oh, excellent. Oh, I just think it's a marvel, a modern marvel, that connection between Auckland and Wellington.
I tell you what, it was a smooth ride.
I'll bet it was.
And they're serving drinks.
I'll bet it was. Did you get the first class upgrade?
What do I look like? Made of money? No.
Yeah, I suppose it's not for everybody.
So it's terrible to hear about this. I'm glad we're getting out of there. Heck,
Can I?
It's just dawning on me that it's quite serious. Sorry, what did you say?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, can I use like a psychology roll? Because he seems like he's reluctant to talk about something.
Sure.
Like he's hiding something.
Yep, go for it.
I'm ready to fail. I've got a 30 for psychology. So that's one of my better ones. And I've rolled a failure once again. Rolling another 98.
98.
Don't know what this guy's all about. I'll just take him as face value, I suppose.
I think technically that's a botch because it's under your skill is under 50.
Yeah, can you explain that rule? Because, is it like 97 to 100 is extra bad or something?
So if your ability in the skill is under 50, you need to roll 100 to botch. No, if it's under 50, then you roll a 96 to 100 as a botch. But if your skill is above 50, you have to roll 100 only.
Right.
So it saves you from a lot of botches.
So this is my second botch then, technically.
Oh, no, your other one was above 50.
Oh, it was 55. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So what does a botch get me?
I think you're absolutely confused about who this man is, what his psychological state is. So let's assume that you think he is absolutely happy about his time in the bush and had a joyous time in there.
Yeah. I think he's delirious with excitement. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
So you haven't come across anyone else in the bush?
Oh, no, we have. Yeah. A while ago, a couple of days ago, we ran into a bunch of artists, actually.
Oh.
Also from Auckland. Bit of a coincidence.
What were they doing out here? Not going to hunt for deer with art supplies, are you?
No, well, they might capture their likeness, but not their pelts, like we did. Well, we would if we had shot one. We did not. No, they're on an expedition. Just like I think they're from a art school or institute or something. They had a little camp out there, and they were painting landscapes and different things like that.
Whereabouts were they?
Well, they were out northeast, just to the. Oh, they were off the road, so they would have been east of the road, I suppose.
How many were there? Just sorry for all the questions. It's just odd to.
Maybe about 8.
Oh wow, that's
8
a
of
lot.
them. We only had lunch with them, and then we headed off.
Was it good? Sandwiches?
Oh yeah, we had damper, and we had didn't we, George? Yeah, and they even had some cordial.
Oh.
Tobias like walks up and just gets down on like one knee in front of George. Have you ever enjoyed yourself? Oh, yuck, this is wet. Sorry. Have you enjoyed yourself out here, George, with your dad hunting for deer? You seen any?
Okay, the look on George's face is quite tired,
Oh,
and
you're
he's
tired.
yes, I'm tired. He looks tired and looks like he's got red eyes, and he's a bit frowny, and it wasn't much fun. He's like, "Oh, cheer up, George. Jesus, it wasn't that bad. It's a good learning experience anyway, being out in the bush. Not really. Rather be at home.
Reading a good book or something, I bet, George."
No, not really. But yeah, you can see he's rubbing his eyes, and he goes, "We've just been having bad dreams, really."
Bad dreams? What is...
Yeah.
This is
I didn't want to stay anymore.
This has piqued Tobias's interest. You're out in the woods and you're having some bad dreams. What are you dreaming about, George?
I don't really want to talk about it.
Is it scary, is it?
Can't really remember what they're about, but
People burning books or something, George?
Enough with the bloody books, Tobias. Why are you bloody bleating on about books all the time? We've got serious business to do. We've got to get going.
It was just the last thing I had a nightmare about. I'm sorry.
Well, I've got bloody real nightmares for you if we don't get a move on.
His father buckles up and said, "Yeah, I guess it's probably just the late. There's no lights out here, and maybe we're just not used to the atmosphere." I must admit, I have had some strange dreams.
It's probably just the ghosts. So you hear about the legends of the spooky happenings in these woods. You're probably susceptible to the evil spirits.
No, I haven't heard about that.
Oh, it's just an old family legend.
Oh. Well, we better be going. We're going to head back to town. Yeah.
Tobias is like getting the dirt off his knee after having like just knelt directly into some mud. Just quickly, what these dreams? Have you got any details about them? It's quite interesting. I've been doing reading on this kind of thing.
Oh, so you're interested in dreams? Well, sure. I recall, you know how dreams are; they come and go. But generally, the last one I think was I kept dreaming that I was drowning.
You too, George? Is that for you as well, George? Drowning?
He slowly nods and he looks a little bit like he's going to cry.
Oh, don't cry. Look, here you go. He pulls out another half of the sandwich that he's got left in his pocket. He's like, "There you go."
Oh, what?
Look, George, it's all
You
right.
had more sandwiches.
And gives him like his head a little sort of scruffle. You eat that, George. You'll be fine. You'll be back in your bed in no time. But this time, not bad dreams of drowning. Maybe some good dreams about a good book.
Thank you.
How many sandwiches you got in there?
I just had one. Now I only had half before, but now that's all right.
Well, the man Alistair says to you, "Well, thanks for your kindness to my son George, and I hope that you take care of yourself. It's actually dawned on me that it is quite serious if there are police involved and criminals in the book. If you do see my friend Brian Hall and his young son Arthur, please tell them to leave the area as well. You can't miss Brian. He's got a big Texas hat, and he's quite a good hunter, and he's great company, but sometimes you can get into a little bit of trouble, I think." And they leave, and bid you adieu.
See you, George. See you. The other guy.
Alistair.
Alistair. Well,
Yep,
they were
let's
nice.
go on.
Roy, you can put your hands down now. They've stopped pointing their guns.
Oh, sorry.
Can't believe there's a whole bloody school of artists up here. That's trouble. All those wankers from the schools doing up in the bush, they're liable to get shot themselves.
Do you say
Imagine
they
them
were
up
from-
against a group of criminals.
Were they from the big city as well?
Oh, probably. You know these artist types. Going into the bloody woods to sketch. Stay in the city where you belong. Let's go. Chop, chop.
What do two of you make of that dream?
I mean, it's a bit spooky. Father and son both having a similar dream.
Probably just the father told his son, and then the son said, "You know how children are. They're always bloody lying, aren't they?" Might be the ghosts, but I never put much stock in that.
Might be the ghosts.
Spirits and the like, you know, people talk about that. I don't believe it, not really. Right, let's keep going.
Yeah, let's get back on the path.
Okay, so you follow the dirt track.
Well, he said that they were off to the east. Is that the direction that the path is currently heading in, or was he saying?
Yeah,
he said off the path, didn't he?
Oh shit! What am I doing?
He did say off the path.
Why am I on the wrong thing? Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, off to the east, he said, off of the dirt track, but you're not sure where. It's a very long dirt track by the looks of it.
Okay.
Now, I'll just get you all to do another tracking roll. We'll just see. A failure will just mean that things are slowed down.
Do we all do it?
Yes, please.
I have failed. An 86
I'm rolling
versus
with
my
a
30.
skill of 10, so of course I failed.
I have also failed.
Okay.
None of
We
us.
are now lost.
Tobias, you're our tracker.
Yeah, and remember, you can push rolls. However, if you fail them,
Oh yeah,
it goes badly for you.
I don't think.
true. We should push a roll. I mean, we're meant to be tracking, right?
I can't believe none of us are trackers, and the whole scenario is around tracking some people.
I mean, you don't have to. It's just like I said. It was like in game terms, it just slows you down.
How do you push a roll? Do you just re-roll?
You need to give me. Actually, we should lay out the rules. So before you roll anything, you should say what your purpose is for doing it. But we already know because you're tracking.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can sort of fudge it later on. And then if you're going to push a roll, you definitely have to say how you're going to push it. And their example is like climbing something. If you're trying to climb, you fail your normal roll. It means you couldn't really reach. If you push it, then you jump to grab it, let's say. And if you fail that, you actually fall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you can push a roll if you want, or I'm not pushing you to do that.
I
just
feel like
saying the options there.
so do you just re-roll it and try and win the roll again?
But just
So we
be
should-
aware
if
that
we
there can be
do-
dire consequences.
If we do, we'd get our best tracker to re-roll, so that would be you, Reagan, right?
I've got 30. Is that yes? It is me.
So they're still not that good.
Correct.
I guess, like, what would the consequences of a pushed roll for tracking and you fail means you go in the wrong direction, I suppose? Or does it just mean, like you said, it takes ages and we get, like, walk in circles for an hour or something?
We'll find out.
Well, I think Tobias. I don't. Come on, let's push it. So yeah, what Tobias is going to do is he's going to. The way that he's trying harder is he's kind of going a bit slower and just focusing on any kind of damage on the side of the path.
Mm-hmm.
Is that enough to go
Yep.
by? Yep.
Absolutely.
That is a fail again.
So close though. 35 versus a 30. Okay. So I think you do think that you've found some tracks. In fact, you do find some tracks,
Oh.
and they're heading off the track, off the dirt path road, and into the northeast.
I think I've found something here, guys. I've got a thing called Natural World, which is meant to be really good for figuring out like what plants are or what might cause tracks, or what if it was a bird call, what kind of bird or something like that. So can I use my Natural World to see if I can identify these tracks?
Yes, you can.
All right.
But we'll say that you have to be following the tracks if you do that.
Yeah, that is a fail. That's a complete fail.
98.
Yeah.
Well, it looks to me like you've found Sydney Harris's tracks.
I think I've got it, guys. I'm pretty certain, just from the way these sticks have broken. I think we're on it. Sydney Harris is this way.
Okay. So you head off of the dirt track and into the bush itself.
Very confident.
I'm going to draw a little. This green line is you following. So you follow it for about an hour. These so you're just noticing things being pushed out of the way. Twigs are broken, things like that. You're following it like Sherlock, and then let's just do a listen roll from everyone, just quickly.
Success from Tobias.
I'm still trying to find it. Oh, here it is. I've done nothing but failure so far.
Success
One day
from
I'll
Roy.
succeed.
Nice.
Oh, okay. So a 52, a 33, and a 15. Okay, great. So you hear a high-pitched squealing of. By the way, it's getting late. It's getting dark. It's been a long day actually of walking with all your chainsaws and your and your packs and all that. You hear a high-pitched squealing off to your right, and just in time you turn to see a large boar running right at you.
I don't hear it.
No, you don't.
I think Tobias goes to pull the trigger just instinctively and realizes there's no bullets in there, so he's just going to try and dive out of the way.
Okay. Roll a dodge because you're getting attacked. This is getting an attack. So.
Oh, how do we... here's dodge. Okay. Oh, it's a success.
Oh. Okay. It rolled a 10. But because you dodged and you succeeded as well, then you managed to dodge just in time. Okay. It continues to run and leaves. It was just bowling right through you. As you stop and sit on the ground, you see that the paths it's leaving are exactly the same as the ones that you've been following.
Oh, shit. I think I was just following that fucking boar.
Oh, language from the librarian.
Just a bit frustrated. I was so sure that it was human tracks. You know, the 4 feet. Oh, fuck. Yep, I see where I went wrong.
You're saying you've led us down a bloody wild goose chase this last whole bloody hour?
No, I just see where I went wrong. I thought it was 2 people, but it was just one pig-like creature.
A pig. One pig.
One pig.
Definitely pig-like.
Yeah, but I guess the good news is the path back is much easier, isn't it? Probably only take us 50 minutes instead of the hour that it's taken.
Yeah, and it's starting to get dark as well. As I said, it's going to be about an hour, and then the sun will be down. It'll be completely dark.
We should get back on that track. We don't want to be stuck out wandering in the middle of the bloody bush.
I agree with you, Myrtle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe
We try to find a hut.
I need to find something. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, you've got tents as well.
Okay.
Okay, so you spend the remaining hour, get back to the road without anything bad happening, and you can hear, more pork, because it's getting late.
Viewers in the other countries might not know what that means.
Okay.
They're like, is there someone yelling more pork?
That is the New Zealand native owl. One of them.
And they're really cute.
They are.
Yeah.
So should we keep? What is it? You said it's getting dark. Shall we continue
Definitely
along?
dark by now. Yeah.
Ooh, if it's already getting dark, we don't have time to keep walking, right?
Well, we need to find. We can't just put your tent here in this track. We need to find somewhere. Oh, he said there was just off to the east, didn't he? These artists, but which way is the track currently going? Is it still just heading off to the east?
It's snaked its way around. It's heading northeast now. And he did say it was east, but he didn't say where off the track it was.
How about we just follow this for another little bit, and then if all else fails, if we can't, we'll have to put our tents up.
Let's give everyone do a luck roll.
Okay. How do we do that?
Okay.
Remember to tick anything that you did succeed at.
Oh, hang on. There we go. Oh, my first is success, and it's an extreme one. I rolled a 3.
Where's the?
This is my luck of 60. It's in the top right, and under your
right.
attributes. It's not under skills.
A hard success.
Extreme success, hard success.
Finally,
Now-
something's going right.
Oh,
Another extreme success. Okay, well, you all stumble along the track for a little bit as the sun. You can't even see the sun now, but it's the dim light is fading, and in the distance, just off the road, you see a cabin.
Yes. Do you see that? Finally, some luck for old Tilly.
is there any lights on or anything? Do we see any?
No, it looks empty.
Sounds? Oh, great. Okay, well, I think we've found something, guys.
We go in.
Yeah, we're in.
Okay, you go into the cabin, and it's in a bit of a clearing. I don't know if you can see a cabin on your map. Yep, and you, it's pretty derelict, but it's going to be a hell of a lot warmer than staying outside in your tents. And there's even a place to. There's firewood in there that people leave, and it's a hunting cabin, and there's some little bunks that you can sleep in. Is there anything you like to do before you go to sleep?
Roy, do you want to help get some wood and get this fire started so we can get some warmth in here?
Sure, I can do that.
Now, could you also
Knock
just
it out.
do also light it? Because I've got no idea what I'm doing, to be honest.
Sure.
Thank you.
So I'm going to disappear out for as short a period of time as I can, and I realise that it's much more comfortable in this, even in this little cabin, and brush back.
Cool.
Right, Tobias, there's something that you need to do with me, and that is to bloody do a bit of practice on this gun, because you have been a danger to all of us consistently today, and I wouldn't be surprised if you blow one of our heads off tomorrow if I don't show you what's what right now.
Okay. Is it, where do you want to do this? It's not exactly very light outside, is it? You don't want to do it in the morning, maybe?
Can I just take some time to show him some gun skills and make him practice shooting a can outside or something?
Okay, yeah, let's do a montage.
Training montage.
Now, I guess, Roll, do you have anything that you think would be suitable for teaching? Like education, intelligence?
I have languages skills, my own. I mean, I could use firearm skills to try and teach him. I don't know if that is relevant. It's probably some of my best stuff, which is like still not that great. But should I do rifle/shotgun?
That'd be
do rifle. Yeah.
And maybe you could roll it too. Oh, I failed, so that's cool.
It's a failure.
It's a failure.
Okay.
Should I push it? Nah.
It's not a failure on your behalf, though. Like, he's a very hard man to train in regards to...
No, I mean, this is a failure of your teaching.
Oh. Yeah. I'm too ornery.
I actually roll another D10 and have a look as a bonus die because you're both working at this.
I rolled 9.
So that's a 90.
92.
Okay, no, I'm afraid he's a lost cause. You're unable to teach him tonight anyway.
I'm too bloody impatient to deal with you right now. Honestly, she just keeps grabbing the gun off him.
Before Myrtle, about Sydney. You don't know who his grandmother might be, do you?
What?
We're just and he looks around to make sure we're always not sort of listening to him asking, but we found some information about Sydney in the wonderful library.
Oh yeah.
Family tree. Myrtle.
Oh yeah.
Myrtle. Is there anything you want to tell us?
Well, seems like you've bloody figured it out already, is it? You figured it out. I am his grandma.
Okay.
So what do you want to do about it?
You just want to make sure you're not out here to kill us, are you, Myrtle?
What? No, I'm just trying to stop everyone else trying to kill him.
Well, I don't want to...
Everyone's gone on trying to round him up, blow his head off without even a second chance.
Do you think he did it?
Probably. He's a little shit. But everyone just going to run out and with a gun and try and take his head like a bloody cowboys and Indians. I won't have it. Nope. I mean, he can go to jail and think about what he's done, but I'm not going to stand by and let my granddie just get killed in the woods like this. No.
Okay. Well, I think that look, Myrtle. I don't want to kill anyone. I don't even know how to use a gun, so it's fine. I'm not a threat. I just want to help find this. I'm not in it for hurting your grandson. I'm in it to try and find Jane. Okay? I just want to help that young lady.
Yep. No. I know. At the end of the day, you're a good man, Tobias. You're bloody useless with a gun, but I know you wouldn't do anything underhanded. You're a pure boy, is what you are. A pure boy, a library boy.
Speaking of the library, you haven't managed to give me back a couple of the books I let you borrow. I just want to make sure you're enjoying them.
Oh, yeah. You're converting me every day.
That's wonderful.
Yep. All right, I'm going to bed now.
So how are you doing this? Everyone going to sleep or going in turns or what?
Tobias is pretty naive. He doesn't think there's any sort of risk for him.
Okay. Now it is a big bush with criminals in it and everything like that. So
I
not
think
necessarily anything going to happen, but I'm just saying.
No, we should keep lookout. We should be keeping lookout. You know, we've stumbled upon this cabin. Same thing might be going through those people's heads, and they'll catch us by surprise, and we'll be in trouble, won't we? We should be keeping lookout.
Honestly, I hadn't even thought of that. That is quite a glimpse into the criminal mind. I will tell you that much, Myrtle. Okay. I'm happy to take first watch if you would like to get some sleep.
Yep. So I like to get up early. I'll go last.
After that amazing training you did for me. I think I'm ready to go.
Please wake us. Please, Tobias. Please wake us up if there's trouble.
Okay.
Please do wake us up. Don't just try to shoot. Don't just try to shoot off into the dark.
Okay. I'll wake you up. Okay.
What do you do if you think that there's trouble?
I'm going to shoot him.
No.
No, I'm kidding. I'll wake you up. Don't worry. I'll wake you up.
Thank you.
Okay, so at this point, I'll get everyone, because everyone's going to go to sleep at some point. Everyone can please roll a POW roll. POW.
That's the one thing I'm good at.
Yeah.
I've rolled a failure.
Did you?
I've rolled a 93
Holy
versus
shit.
70. I'm just up in the 90s this whole time, which is bad, which is unfair.
Yeah, well, it's impressive, though.
Success from Tobias.
Mm-hmm.
Power.
Yeah. So Tobias got a 31 out of 60.
What?
Oh.
90
Roy
versus
got a
80.
90. Yeah, sorry. 90 versus 80. I was talking over you there. Okay, so there's 2 failures. Can Tobias roll... Oh, no, he doesn't have to roll anything. Tilly, can you roll 1d4?
Yes. I rolled a 3.
Okay. So you're going to get a handout.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm just going to show it to everyone, but just pretend you haven't read it, or don't. Up to you. I'll probably read it out anyway, because if anyone's listening, they won't know what it says. Your handout is called A Cabin in Darkness. Roy, can you roll a d4? And in the meantime, I'll read this A Cabin in Darkness. So you have a dream. So late at night, it's very silent, apart from the sounds of some birds. You have a dream about yellow leaves fall slowly from the thick roof of branches above. Blades of sunlight stab through the darkness. Ahead of you stands a dilapidated log cabin. The door swings slowly open and figures emerge. They advance slowly with purpose. You want to turn and run, but you can't take your eyes from them. Your muscles strain as your brain cries out for your limbs to work. You are powerless. The figures wear strange clothes. You hear the first one, a man's voice as he comes closer. Come with us. Join us in his service. Embrace your new destiny and bask in his eternal glory. Its face is lifeless, pale, and unblinking. A dark green smear of corruption spreads down from an empty eye socket. It grins and its skin cracks. You wake in terror. Now you need to make a sanity roll.
How do I do that, though?
Was that for everybody?
No, that was just for Tilly. You need to roll a d4 as well.
How do I roll a sanity roll?
Just click on sanity.
Oh, there, I see it now. Yeah. I rolled. Oh, a success.
Oh, you succeeded.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you still lose one sanity for that.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and at the start of each
Oops,
day...
sorry, I'm rolling by mistake. I was trying to edit it.
Oh, yeah. At the start of each day, just mark down how many sanity points you have, because if you lose a fifth of those in one day, you will be temporarily insane or something. Or indefinitely insane? I forget. Indefinitely. Okay, so you awake from your dream screaming in terror. That's your sanity loss, and your heart's racing, and you can't see. You're just thinking of this cabin with the yellow leaves falling from the trees and this still cracking face with gore running down from its eye socket. Cool.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh.
Fantastic. Okay, so this is what you got. Can you see these things? They show up?
Yeah.
Cool. So this is Roy's one. It's called The Thing in the Lake. So write down your titles. The Cabin in Darkness was the first one. Roy got The Thing in the Lake. Okay, here's your dream while you're snoozing in the cabin. You stand up on the shore of a stagnant lake. Black, stinking water lies before you, while the pale moon above reflects off its oily surface. An unhealthy glow shines through the wooded tree line surrounding the lake. You can feel their presence behind you, blocking your retreat. You've stood there for hours, and now you know the time is finally at hand. Strange light pulses from beneath the water. Tendrils rise slowly from the surface, writhing and twisting in the cold night air. At their ends, lids open and blink, revealing inhuman eyes that look into your soul. An array of metallic spikes begins to thrust upwards as something huge rises to greet the night. Like polished metal, it glistens in the moonlight. The spines writhe and flex. You feel a sickening stab as something plunges into your chest. You wake screaming. And make a sanity roll, please. Oh, this one's way worse than the other one.
Yeah.
As
Much
far as
higher.
sanity rolls go.
Hell yeah.
What does that mean? 1d3.
You will lose that even if you succeed your sanity roll.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Sanity.
What happened? Did you succeed?
No.
Oh, you did
No,
not
I
succeed.
did not.
Okay.
This
All
could
right.
be bad.
Our biggest, strongest, buffest guy going insane. Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
well, yeah, you suffer 1d10 sanity loss then
That's
because
a
you
lot.
failed your sanity roll.
6.
6.
That's not good, right? If you lose 5 in one go, isn't that
Yeah,
something?
five or more in one go means that you have temporary insanity at least.
5 in one go, or 1/5 of your total?
Both, either one. So as your sanity drops, it becomes more likely that you'll become temporarily insane or definitely insane.
Oh, no.
Okay, so
So what are the downsides of being insane? What does
I
it
assume
mean?
not many. It's probably fine.
yeah, I mean, okay, let's have a little quick look because we haven't really done this before. Where's my contents? Sanity. There are some upsides to being insane. So currently,
That's deep.
That's a soundbite.
okay. So temporary insanity. If an investigator loses 5 or more sanity points as a result of one sanity roll, sufficient emotional trauma has been suffered that the keeper must test the investigator's sanity. So I'll ask for an intelligence roll, please. Did you succeed or fail?
I succeeded.
Oh, that's bad.
What?
Because it means you're smart enough to realize how fucked up it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is one time where you don't want to not understand what the heck is happening. If it's failed, the investigator has repressed the memory, a trick the mind uses to protect itself. It does not become insane. Perversely, if the intelligence roll succeeds, the investigator recognizes the full significance of what is seen or experienced and goes temporarily insane. The effects of the temporary insanity begin immediately and last for 1d10 hours. So I'm going to roll a d10.
Oh
Ended up being
A 6.
god. No, this happened at 10 p.m. Right? It's probably going to be 1 o'clock by the morning.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it did happen.
So, what are the effects?
Okay, so at least it's only temporary insanity. There's also indefinite insanity. That's where you have to go to an asylum or something like that. Okay, I'm just going to roll. So, roll another d10, please.
Do I want this to be high or low?
Or is this just from a table, I think, this one?
Yeah, I'll just do it from a table. What'd you get?
A 4.
Okay, violence. The
Oh,
investigator explodes in a spree of violence.
For 6
Destruction.
hours.
When the investigator comes to their senses, their actions may or may not have been apparent or remembered. Who or what the investigator has inflicted violence upon, and whether they have killed or simply inflicted harm, is up to me. So, okay, so here's the important thing. You're not really sure what's happening. You've just gone insane, okay? Now, the helpful thing is that there's 2 other people there, and so you can both try and restrain him. He's going to run off into the night. He's going to start bashing the outside of the cabin with whatever he can find, smashing things, breaking all the windows, and he thinks that some large creature with tendrils is emerging from this. He thinks he's almost inside this beast, so that's why he's run outside and is trying to attack it from the outside.
Now, he's going to be like this for 6 hours. Is there anything that we can actually do?
we should.
You can try and restrain him.
Yeah, I think... Yeah.
Yeah, can both of us?
Tobias freaks out because he's seen both, like, Myrtle and Roy just, like, bolt up screaming. Roy, in fits of rage, just throwing stuff everywhere and running outside. He runs outside with Roy and just sees him just smashing up the walls and breaking windows, and he's just going to be shouting out, "Roy, no, stop it, Roy!
Get out of
Roy,
my chest! Get out of my chest!
I'm not anywhere near you, Roy. Just relax." And I think he's going to try and maybe tackle him to the ground.
Okay.
Oh, he's gone crazy! He's gone crazy!
Myrtle, what are you doing?
I'm gonna join in on the tackle.
Okay, well, whoever's got the strongest tackling strength or whatever ability.
Isn't there a rule where if we can combine our size together or something and give them disadvantage or something? I don't know.
One of them goes on the shoulders of the other.
You'd think I would know the rules, having supposedly done this before, but no.
We'll just pick the strongest one out of you 2 and then add a bonus die to it.
That sounds
So I use
right.
my size, or do you want me to use power?
No, you're not power, strength probably.
Oh, yes.
Whoever's got the highest strength.
I've got 55.
I'm on 55 as well, so... Should I roll since I haven't been getting 80s and 90s all night?
I don't think that's how probability works, to be honest.
It definitely is.
We've almost used up all of the 90s, so I'm actually due for a 60.
Hard success.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so you managed to restrain poor Roy in the midst of his madness. You both pin him down and tie him up, basically, so that he can't thrash about, and he tries to claw at your faces and bash your heads in, but he's unable to see what's actually happening in front of him, so he's kind of ineffective. So he just is scratching at shadows. Okay, so he is tied up, and after a good half an hour, 40 minutes, he seems to go into an internal state where he's rocking back and forth, and you place him near the fire, and he's in a bit of an altered state.
I'm just going to move him a little bit away from the fire. I don't want him to hurt himself.
Yeah.
Just, that was crazy. What do you think happened, Myrtle? What was going on?
You know him, right? Did you know he was a mental?
I heard you screaming as well.
Excuse me? He was the one who bloody run out the cabin and start breaking all the windows. I'm just trying to stop him.
Roy,
all right?
You okay, Roy? Oh,
He's out to it.
yeah.
Okay, who's doing the next
How
watch?
long has it been? What sort of time is
Not
it?
that late. It was they went to sleep, so that happened at about 10 o'clock at night. You were asleep for a couple of hours.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess Myrtle, you're on lookout. Can you give me a listen?
Well, I'm good at listening with a 20. And I've rolled a failure. At the 65.
Well, your ears must have been hurt from all the screaming, both yours and Roy's. Okay, great. And so the hours pass, and we'll get. Unfortunately, you'll have to do another round of lookout there, Tobias. So if you could roll a listen as well.
Sure. It's a failure.
Who would have guessed?
Imagine that.
Roy, how's your listening skills right now? Not too good. Not too good.
Okay.
I imagine I don't even get to roll, right?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
He's just coming down.
You're in madness for 6 hours. In the early morning, you rouse yourself, Roy. You wake up, you're tired up, and you can't remember what really happened. You have vague memories of horror and being attacked or stabbed with this metallic spike, but you can't really remember what's happened.
I just put my hands to my chest, like bad dream.
Yeah.
And then I notice that I'm tied up, and I'm like, "This is new."
Tobias fast asleep at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Am I awake or asleep?
We'll say that morning comes around. The sun rises before 6. It's full on summer. So yeah, you can hear the bird song in the morning, and after a rough night of screaming and smashing things and yelling and all that sort of stuff, you awaken.
Should we take a 5-minute break?
Sure.
Is now a good time?
Good time.
All right, cool. Let's do it. This is awesome. This is super cool.
Oh man.
What was
Didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah, that is one hell of a roll to get the 6 points loss.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We've been rolling a lot of fails as well.
Yeah.
Mainly me.
What was the rule you were talking about size and tackling, Joe?
I've forgotten all the rules. I just remember there being something about 2 people being able to add up size of stuff, but that might be to do with like moving objects or something. There's so many rules in this game.
Yeah,
there's a lot of rules. Yeah.
And like if there's 2 people against 1, you get like a penalty die to, I think, is that it? If there's 2 people against one person has.
Yeah, if you defend against one attack and you've only got one attack yourself, then the next one you can't defend against. You get outnumbered.
Right. There's some fancy rule about picking things up or like lifting heavy objects where you can like add up people's strength versus the size of it.
Okay, right.
We didn't get to that last time.
What are these roll options we've got to get across the top? It's like regular, hard, extreme, and verbose. Is that so if you're telling us to do an extreme roll?
Yeah. I guess I don't know what verbose.
It just shows all of them.
Verbose has everything.
There's also in the settings, you can change the automatic dice rolling behavior as well. So I can roll 3 checks for some reason. Let's try that.
20 fucking checks.
Oh, whoa. Oh, that's kind of cool.
What does that mean, though?
I don't know. There's like I know there's even like three dice as well.
Right back.
So that's an option for rolling 3 checks at once. Don't know why you want that, but that's an option.
Okay, so that way lets you roll your penalty or bonus dice, I guess, along with it. The one that I've selected, which is roll 3 dice. And okay, all right. I'm just changing it to no bonus or penalty dice. Yeah. Cool. Waffles is just giving us that weekly reminder that we're all awesome. So thank you, Waffles. I hope you guys enjoyed rewatching the live show last night. It was fun. It was really fun to sit back and watch that again. It's a real shame we didn't record the second session. So really frustrating that we didn't get to. Yeah, we didn't get to do that. Hey, someone anonymously just gave Waffles a sub. Look at that. Yay. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Actually, now is a really good time to... well, I mean, first of all, there's only 2 of us right now, but you get like that. Anytime you get like that sub, even if it's gifted anonymously, which is so cool. Now is a good time to thank our patrons and our subscribers. So we'll start with our subscribers. We've got Grim Reaper, Alosa Giver, Random Origins, Nuka Quinn. We've got a new one, Coolios, Squished, Terrestrial Starfish, Asnog, and Carlzone. Thank you guys so much for being subscribed to us here on Twitch. It means you get to watch us live and enjoy our emotes and get access to all the extra little bits in the Discord. And then there's our patrons, of which we have 4 paying for that little extra $4 a month. Is George Friend, Kiosti, Drop Shadow, and Waffles. Waffles, you've got Patreon and a sub to Twitch now. That's like double awesome. I mean, of course it's Waffles that has both of those now. But
Oh no, you carry on.
I was just going to say thank you so much. That kind of support is amazing. And Carlzone and Squished has been dropping just some little bits here and there throughout the night as well. So thank you again for that support too. You guys are all so cool. And I'm trying to figure out what. Obviously, we bought the Call of Cthulhu rulebook or the Keeper Guide for Roll20 using the money that you guys have so generously given us through subbing and patrons and donations and bits. It'd be good to know what other things you guys think the money should go towards as well, because it'd be awesome to start putting a bit more of that towards other things.
And I have a pitch.
Oh yeah.
But it's not quite that. But I think we should do a $4 a month stream when we reach a certain amount of $4 a month subscribers, and we eat snacks, weird snacks. And is it because I want to just eat snacks? Yes, but also $4 a month.
Would it be a separate patron-only stream? Would it be just for the patrons?
I don't know.
To sit and watch us eat snacks.
Review exotic snacks.
And then
reviewing exotic munches.
Yeah, and then after a week we could give it to other people, but for that first like live thing.
Maybe. I don't know. I just want snacks.
Fair. All right. I don't know how I feel
my
about
only
just
idea.
I don't know how the
my only idea.
Subscribers and patrons, if you'd like your donations used on snacks for Joe, just let us know in the chat.
I just really like exotic snacks.
Larp Kiwi has got another question for us. Of course he does, because he makes sure he's got one every week, and that's fantastic.
He's good.
Do any of you have any other classic geeky hobbies? Cosplay, Magic the Gathering, 40k, train spotting?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yes.
Train spotting. Is it train spotting, John?
Yes.
No, I just meant all of the above.
Oh, yeah?
I play... I don't really play competitively anymore, but I used to play competitively, play Magic the Gathering. I play World of Warcraft at the moment, and a lot of video games, which is like not unlike a lot of people. I guess that's probably not that traditionally nerdy anymore.
That's
weird, used to be, didn't it?
It used to be really geeky, and now it doesn't seem to be.
A bit like D&D, I guess. Like heaps of people at work play. I mean, I work at a pretty nerdy workplace, but heaps of people play D&D. I've actually just started looking at this game called Flesh and Blood, which is a New Zealand trading card game. and reportedly outsold Magic the Gathering last quarter.
Oh, I think I heard about that's getting really popular in the US, right? Like really popular.
Yeah, there's an article and stuff. It's interesting because it's like they only make a physical product and it's COVID times. But yeah, apparently they're doing really well, and so we're a bunch of us at work were looking at like starter decks and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Looks really fun. So yes, my running joke, and this could be a little bit contentious given your name's Larp Kiwi, but I remember when I started playing Magic the Gathering, I was like, oh, at least I don't play Dungeons and Dragons. and then I got really into Dungeons and Dragons. And then I was like, oh, at least I don't LARP. And then I started like dressing up and online and doing Dungeons and Dragons and streams. So I haven't. I mean, I'm not saying I haven't run around a forest shouting Thunderbolt, Firebolt, Firebolt, but not on a regular basis. So maybe one day I'll reach my apex.
What about you, Shannon?
Strive. I don't know. Is drawing nerdy? Not really. I think it is a very solitary thing, and it's kind of nerdy, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know if like art's that nerdy.
I don't think it's It's not stereotypically nerdy.
Yeah. It should be though. It fits in with the same sort of, especially if a
lot of artists are nerds though.
Yeah. You're quite nerdy when it comes to like cameras and stuff.
Yeah, nerdy about cameras. I'm obsessive about records and video games. Absolutely obsessive.
See, these are things that are not normally associated with nerds, but you bring them to that level.
I get to the level of nerd.
Like the fact that you have made like amazing, beautiful quality videos on how to record, like clean records.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's what distinguishes a nerd from a filthy casual is the level of attention and detail.
True. It's the love. The love.
Joe?
I don't know. I feel like I'm deeply nerdy. Definitely play video games, but I don't have as much time for them. But I like strategy ones that drive me crazy. So like I like playing Valkyria Chronicles at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Like love/hate because it really annoys me. Oh my god. I won't let my guys die. I simply won't. I'm resetting every time. It's not happening. Yeah, like played heaps of games. I'm just not playing as many right now. Does knitting count as nerdy?
Should do.
I feel like
kind of.
Yeah, I think it's like got a pretty geeky. I knitted this. This bad boy.
Well, that's pretty legit.
Yeah.
Yes.
It depends what you're knitting, isn't it? If you're knitting like a Zelda hat or something.
Yeah.
Nerd. Which would be cool.
There's an article the other day that I skimmed over, but it was like millennials are losing their cool, and it was like basically talking about how a lot of millennial pastimes are very nerdy, and knitting was one that was referenced.
There we go.
Nerdy. Yeah. I'm even so nerdy that I have a vintage knitting machine in the garage. That's like got punch card programming that you slip the punch card in and it makes automatic patterns.
Like a jacquard loom sort of.
Yeah, that kind of thing. You have to drag a little carriage back and forth across and like fiddle with the hooks. So yeah, that's like next level.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever seen those machines that make? Well, I guess they don't do it anymore, but they made leggings or stockings. And
do they make them in the tube? Like
but it was like the original. Yeah, and it's going. It looks like a fucking crazy tube with all this.
Yeah,
it's like a mechanical, amazing thing.
Carlzone's asking if Lego is nerdy.
Yes.
Yeah,
can be.
If you're not a child, then yes.
I feel like there's an age distinction there. Like if you're a child, it's normal. And if you're
Yeah,
an
you're not going to
adult
be like,
nerd-
oh, nerd, to like a 4-year-old playing, like clicking some Lego blocks together.
Maybe you're not.
my daughter's like playing with a Duplo. You fucking nerd.
Yeah, no, you do the filthy casual. Get,
Yeah, with the
fucking
juke
Technic.
blow.
Get on the 6 bricks.
Get with my Bionicle.
Larp Kiwi said he's done some blacksmithing.
Ooh, that's cool.
That's actually pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's.
I
that's
feel
really
like-
cool. Though.
Nerdy is just anything that you think a lot about, and it's just something that cool, intelligent people do. That's why I love nerds, because I don't want to be someone who just doesn't work their mind and do something interesting in their spare time, something quirky that not everyone does. You know, that's why I like nerds.
Like
They're
putting
always
together a pinball machine.
Yeah, you got to always be doing something wacky in the background.
Yeah. 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 I agree.
So the answer is yes. We all
do
have
something
other nerdy things.
For me, it's that thing in the background as well as video games, and I like logic puzzles. I'm a big nerd with numbers and puzzles and stuff like that. Big nerd.
You like
when it comes
Picross as well, don't you?
Oh yeah,
That's good.
Picross is amazing. Picross. Yeah.
And
You're
anything
a
with
big-
like audio systems.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But shock of the century, everyone is a massive nerd.
Yeah, everyone sitting here
yeah.
playing Call of Cthulhu also is a nerd.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's good for you, isn't it?
Jaeger Larson is asking if the knitting machine works, Joe.
It does. I have knitted a few things on it, but
Yeah.
I don't have as much time for it at the moment, unfortunately. I'd love to get back on it.
Do you write a punch card and then it does a pattern?
It comes with a bunch of pre-punched ones, but you can punch your own. I haven't gone that far.
My
It's
mum
like-
used
yeah.
to run computers with punch cards
Wow.
in
That's
the
crazy.
Waikato University or something.
Yeah, that's
Their
so
Wow.
mainframe, they big punch cards.
Yeah, my father-in-law, he's a physicist by training, but he used to write computer programs on punch cards, and he was saying like they'd fuck it up, and they'd be like, "Oh, there's a bug in it," and then you've got like this like long series of things, and you're like, "Fuck, I got to work out where in this punch card it's wrong."
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Like debugging on a punch card.
Whoa.
Yeah, it'd be in machine language or something.
Jaeger's saying it's called a holorith card. Haven't heard that term. Holorith. That's cool. Should we get back into it? Oh,
Okay.
and by the way, Joe, NZ Waffles says, let's get back to it. Let Joe eat snacks.
Thank you.
Yeah. We need to get onto that. All right. We've got the map back up. Let's do this.
All right, yeah, the map is back on, and I've just done a yellow dot where your cabin is. So you've made it a decent way, but it's slow going with all these failed rolls. And what am I doing? Okay. All right, so you wake up. I don't know if you want to say anything, or do you just want me to move on?
That was honestly, after all the screaming, I had a pretty great sleep, to be honest. Feeling pretty good.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Too?
Roy, you doing okay over there, buddy?
What state am I? So I'm conscious now?
Yes, you woke up at about 4 o'clock in the morning or something.
Yeah. Why do I feel so awful?
You still think so?
Why are my hands sore?
You think things are still coming out of your chest there, Roy?
My chest. Just like giving me PTSD flashbacks. No, they were going in. They were going into my chest. What happened?
Okay. Well, and Tobias makes his way over and starts untying Roy. You were having a pretty big freak out in the middle of the night, to be honest there, Roy. It had us all a bit worried. Are you prone to these kind of events?
What do you mean by freak out?
Running outside and smashing windows and punching the walls and trying to... You
went-
almost gave me a headbutt, clawing at me for a bit there.
You're but bloody calm. He went mental. He went loony. He went crazy.
I'm trying not to freak him out. What do you? Of course.
Well,
I'm
he's
calm.
been freaking me out.
Yes, she was screaming last night as well.
We were all screaming.
I wasn't screaming.
Because of you. Well, you should have been. He was... You run outside like a madman. You're bloody wrecking up the place, smashing all the glass. You don't remember that?
How many fingers
None of
am I
that
holding
ringing
up?
a bell?
Roy, how many fingers am I holding up? Can you see that?
4 fingers.
Okay. I think he's all
Seems a
right.
bit back to...
I'm really sorry about that.
Do you remember anything?
I don't remember any of it. And as far as I know, I'm not particularly predisposed. I've never woken up with sore hands before, or this feeling of, it felt so real, or I think it felt so real. I was stabbed in.
Actually,
There's a shiny thing that stabbed my chest.
Well, you weren't drowning like Alistair and his boy?
No, but I do remember a lake. I do remember a lake.
Oh, better watch out next time. We might have to tie you up next time you go to sleep. You bloody scared me, you did. You nearly gave me 20 fucking whacks.
Telly, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to cause you any harm. And if it makes things easier, I'm very happy to be secured if I'm sleeping or whatever.
Actually, I did have a bit of a scary dream myself.
I knew it. You said you screamed.
I didn't go loony, did I?
Well,
anyway, let's get on with the day.
Was there a lake in your dream?
I don't want to think about it. Enough said. Let's get on with the bloody day.
All right, let's see if we can get back on the tracks. Hopefully no cheeky pigs are getting in my way this time, eh, guys?
Okay, you head out onto the back along the short path and onto the dirt road, and you continue along. And it's a nice sunny day. You can see up through the cracks of through the trees. You're in the deep shadows. The trees around you are getting much bigger, and you notice that there's a lot less bird song or life in general in the forest. It's very damp. Okay, so let's everybody give me a spot hidden roll. This is about an hour of traveling in.
I rolled a success.
What?
Unbelievable.
Hard success.
Hard success.
Whoa, okay. Everyone's succeeding here. After about an hour of walking along the track, you notice that there is a on either side, in let's say right in the middle of the track, there's some puddles, and you see some light blood spatters on the path, and it looks to be crossing the path from east to west. Now, everyone give me a tracking roll. Let's see how this goes.
Well, we've done very well at this so far.
Yes.
Yep.
It is a failure from me.
Okay.
The best
A
track.
90.
70.
90. Oh, no, it's
78.
not. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Pleased to announce I have also rolled a failure.
77.
Let's make it 3.
Can you do 76? Oh. Have you found it, John?
Yes.
Okay. 82.
I was sure that the more you failed, the more you leveled up in this.
No, it's the more you succeed, the better you get.
Oh, if you're doing those failure rolls at the end of the game when you're checking, then yes, you'll add points to it. That's the final stage.
For the skills that we've like succeeded on and then succeeded on again, what happens?
Well, that's when you do a roll at the end of the game, and you only have to succeed on it once and get a tick. That's when you get to roll against it, and if you fail that skill roll, that's when you get to level it up. That means it gets harder to level up the higher your points are. So if you're at 90, your skill, it's very difficult to level that up. If you succeeded on a skill that you got a 30 at, it's very easy to level it up. You only have to roll above a 30. Does that make sense?
And that's only at the end of every story, right?
Yeah, if you survive. Okay, so you can see that's with a failed tracking roll, you can see that someone's come from the east and headed into the west, and they have been bleeding. You can see snapped twigs and everything like that, but I don't know if you'll be able to track their movements precisely through the bush, but you can at least tell that.
We can't track it.
Well, you can push your tracking roll.
Go on, get us lost again.
All right, I'm going to do it one more time. He's going to go over.
If you want to,
he's going to go over to the eastern side and really analyze kind of the path and the trajectory, and he follows the blood across the track over back to the western side of the track, and he's trying to understand exactly what's happening here. And it's a success.
Holy shit, 21 versus 30.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, you now understand. You took the time, you pushed it. It could have gone wrong.
Yeah.
But it didn't. You can now see the track that he's come from the right of the off the road to the right. Whoever's come through here and has gone off to the left. So you can follow either of those directions.
Do we want to go? It looks like he's come running in from the right and head off through to the left. Do we want to go where he's come from whatever obviously is what maybe hurt him, or see if we can find whoever is bleeding? Because I'm not...
I say we try to find the person that's bleeding.
Roy?
What if it's my boy? What if it's my granddad?
Well, that seems like the easiest. I mean, respectfully, Tilly, that seems like the easiest. They'll be a bit slower. They might leave more signs that they've been passed.
Yeah, so
nice to know you don't care, but let's get going.
Yep. I've got some bandages here if they need it.
Sandwiches.
Bandages.
Yeah, let's follow.
Okay, so you're going to the west to follow the person that was bleeding. Okay, so you head out into the deep bush.
Can I tell by looking at the tracks how old they might be?
Yeah.
Shall I use natural world for that again?
Yeah, let's see how well you know. Yeah, natural world.
It's kind of looking at the brakes and he failed. Doesn't matter.
91?
Yeah.
Okay. Some higher rolls. If we were playing D&D, you'd be kicking ass.
I know. Yeah.
Okay, so you can't really tell. Okay. It doesn't look too old, though. And this blood itself, that's probably the best thing. When you succeed on your spot hidden, it's semi-dried. But it's it's not that fresh, but not that old. Yeah, probably within a day, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, so you follow these blood spatters and these broken twigs, and you pushing your way through the vines. I don't know if you're cutting through. It's up to you. However you make your way through the bush. It's hard going though. You're towing your giant chainsaw through the bush. Sure, dragging it. Maybe you want to cut
Seemed like
your way
a good
through.
idea at the time.
Yeah, I think actually, I'll probably do that later. I think it's going to start to weigh down on you. You can feel it weighing down on you. At some point, you're going to have to make a decision. What's important. So about halfway down this track, I mean, not halfway, half a mile down this track, you come across something lying in the middle of your path. It's a discarded hunting knife. It's old, rusty, and covered in sticky, semi-dried blood.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
What is it? What have we got? This is...
Knife.
Does it look familiar at all? Is that a family piece or...
No.
Is that the old family knife?
The old family knife. My
The
beloved knife.
It's a large hunting... Think Rambo, but rusty and old.
Think
if you've got
Crocodile
any
Dundee.
sort of... Do you have any sort of history roll or anything like that? Anyone good at?
Mine's a 5, so that's not...
Okay.
I've got a decent history of being a bit of a book nerd.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I failed with a 94.
94. 94. I don't know. It's, okay. Anything else relevant? Up to you. You don't have to. I'm just saying it's an option.
I'm just going to grab it.
Okay. You grab it. It looks very old, like old-fashioned.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. And would you like to continue, or is there anything you want to do? Okay. So you continue down this track again, and after another 10 minutes or so, you come across, lying in front of you is the body of a man.
I'm going to run up to the man.
Okay. He is lying face down in the mud. He's wearing overalls. He's scratched and torn up. The side of his overalls is ripped open, and there's a large gash there, and a lot of blood has seeped out. It's semi-dried blood, and he seems to be dead.
Tobias just
gonna-
throws up. Tobias throws up off into the bush.
Okay.
I'm going to frantically try and turn them so I can see their face. Sydney, is that you?
Okay, you turn them over, and no, it's not Sydney, thankfully.
Who's this? Who is this?
Okay, it's a young man. He's got brown hair. His body's been drained of blood, obviously. He's pale corpse. He's got overalls flecked with paint, and just basically, I don't know. Does anyone have first aid or medicine?
Yes. I have first aid, but only 30.
Yeah, it's the same for me.
Okay, we
Let
can
me
both
check.
roll.
I'm also 30.
Okay. I rolled a failure. 92, everyone.
Oh
A
yeah.
failure of 59. I mean, he's dead. I don't know how much first aid is gonna.
I can bring him back to life, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to show you a picture. Just tell me if there's text below it, and if there isn't, don't read it. And if there is, don't read it.
I'll cover my. Oh, it's nothing but text. Wait a second. Here it is.
Now it's loaded and I
All
can't
right.
see the text.
Okay,
without
cool. I can't
scrolling
see the
down.
text now.
Okay, don't scroll down.
Okay, this is a picture of the dead body.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We can see the title.
Yeah, he did have paint. I was assuming that he was going to be.
This is
already
great,
thinking
this
it was
module
hard.
that gives you these handouts. For...
Yeah.
We would have figured out it was an artist.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's titled The Artist's Body. So he is covered in paint and he's wearing artist overalls. And you failed your checks, but you can obviously tell that he's bled out from this stab wound, probably a large piercing stab wound in his side. And can you please all roll a sanity roll
I knew that was coming.
no.
for seeing a dead, torn up body?
Here we go.
What I'm good at.
I rolled a success. Extreme success. I'm not bothered at all.
I got a success.
I failed.
Oh, you fail. Okay, 2 successes and then a failure. Okay, so you don't. It's not a lot. You roll 1D. Oh, it could be actually 1d3 sanity.
Do we lose any?
What's your total sanity?
No, you don't.
Your max sanity, John?
80.
Oh shit! You got heaps.
Massive.
He's pretty sane.
So you have to lose.
I'm a very well-rounded individual. All right, I lost 3.
Oh, shit. Okay, so this is the start of a new day. So remember what your sanity was when we started. If you lose a fifth of that, which would be a hell of a lot if you start at 80, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it would be 5. 5 in any one day would be.
Oh, is that a fifth for you now?
No. But that would be if I was 25. But you said if I lose 5 in a day, it's the same effect, right?
No, 5 in one go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or a fifth in one day.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Was there any sanity lost for the successes? No?
No.
You sound disappointed. No.
He doesn't have any identification on him.
Oh my god, is that a stab wound? Myrtle, oh my god. Is that a stab wound?
Oh, he's dead as a doornail. Yep, he's been stabbed.
Was it that
Yep.
Was it that knife?
I'm probably holding the murder weapon right now.
Oh my god,
Aren't I?
oh my god, you've got your fingerprints on it.
Oh no. Oh well, I'm feeling quite okay about it for some reason. Just not thinking about it too much, honestly.
Okay. Well, yeah. So this is the end of the trail. Obviously, he's died here.
Is there anything significant about this knife? Is there any kind of, like, Tobias is having these flashbacks to all these books he's been reading. He's been reading up recently about the natural world and the occult, trying to get both sides of these stories. Well, he doesn't fully believe in it. It is in his head. He's like, oh, this is a sacrificial knife. I'm sure of it. This is freaking me out. Is there any... Oh, there's no engravings or anything on this knife, is there, Myrtle?
Give me a spot hidden.
I've rolled a failure. I have a 93. Why is it always in the 90s?
Oh, wow.
And Tobias, where's your spot?
Maybe I'll take a look at it. Yeah, hard success. 21.
Hard success. Okay, it's covered in dried blood, rust, very old, but you managed to pick up the bravery to have a close look at this murder weapon.
Holding it like in between two fingers in front of him,
and you can tell that it says British Army.
Oh, that's okay. Well, it's not. Look, sorry guys, I was freaking out there for a bit there. It's just a normal army stabbing, I guess.
But old, not current army equipment. Definitely old.
Oh, well,
An antique.
if we found it on the trail when he was running away, does that mean he was holding it? Or that it was stuck in him and it fell out?
Did he pull it out? And then
Maybe he pulled it out when he ran away. Well, this is
Tubin.
scary. We've got a knife-wielding maniac on the loose somewhere.
Well, he's not. Well, that's you now since you're holding it. But
Excuse you.
Well, it's just a maniac, not really a knife-wielding one now, is it? Doesn't have a
Formerly
Formerly
knife-wielding.
knife-wielding.
Still
We
a
might have
maniac.
two. And the fact is, he stabbed a man. All right. Or she. Someone's been stabbed. My message is someone's been stabbing, and that's scary.
And he's got blood on him, paint on him as well. Do you reckon he's one of the 8 artists that Alistair saw?
Yep, I bet he is. I bet he is.
Well, if only I knew Speak with Dead. That would have been good.
That's the wrong game, Tobias.
Sorry, yes.
Okay, so now I guess you have to make a decision on where you go. So,
How are you holding up, Roy? You look pretty pretty white. You okay? Oh, you're muted. You're muted, John.
Thought he was doing a bit.
Yeah.
Not a great day so far.
oh, I should have
Oh,
I should have mentioned roll a D10.
Old Roy? A D10?
Yes, please.
Old Reginald.
Reginald Floyd, mother.
Original Floyginald. 5. Okay. When you stumble across the body, you scream, turn, and run back the way you came.
So Tobias has just turned around and go, "You okay there?" Oh, he's gone.
Just freaked out and ran. But
Was it
that
because
only
of
lasts for a minute.
That's still
Was it
yes.
because of the failure on the sanity roll?
Yes. Yeah, that was
Okay.
Roy is not having a good day.
any loss of sanity gives you
You froze.
oh, sorry. That gives you something like that. It gives you an effect,
Right.
like you scream and run away or something like that. Okay,
That's gonna
so
catch my breath. Yeah, not great. Not great.
This guy's a worry, actually.
Yeah.
This guy's a real worry.
I'm starting
Can
to
we
worry about him a bit.
go away from the dead body now?
Well, you're
That
already
would
a
be-
minute away from him, so we've had to catch up, haven't we, Roy?
Were those bandages around his torso I saw, or
Shall we go back and have another
Um,
look?
you did see that
did
he
you?
maybe tried to bandage himself.
But they've come loose and he's just bled out.
He's far gone, Roy. Sorry to say.
All right. But should we
That's
try to
the
find the
first-
rest?
I don't know about you, but that's the first dead body I've ever seen. That is quite an experience.
Yep. Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
It's the first murdered body I've ever seen.
I don't know if I want to go there. Actually, I think I might leave that one. Might leave that one there.
Should we go try to find these other artists?
I think we should let them know. Unless, should we go in the other direction? So, where he came running from. Maybe he came running from where the rest of the artists were staying.
I'm just a bit worried Sydney's done this. No, he's a little shit, but he wouldn't do something like this. But keep your head in the game. We're here to find Sydney. We're not here to solve a mystery murder to her or anything like that.
Well, we're here to look for Jane. I think is the bigger picture.
Okay, well then that's the picture. Let's go.
All right, let's make our way.
Not my
back.
bloody It's not my bloody fault if some artist went crazy and went get killed. It's none of my business, honestly. Focus.
Do you think they might know where Sydney or Jane are, though?
Maybe.
It might have
Let's
seen
go and
them.
find them. Let's go and find anyone. I'm sick of being stuck in the bloody bush with you two idiots. I'm getting bloody sick of this. Let's go. Let's go right now.
Okay, Myrtle.
All right, so you stomp off. You'll leave,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going. After a half a mile's trek back to the way you came. You come back to the spot where you left the dirt track, and you're heading along the dirt track or along where the artist came from.
Where the artist came from.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, which is also east from the sounds of things, which is, east off the path. So maybe this is what Alistair was saying.
Absolutely. So you travel along this. You're tracking. We use your previous track roll, which worked, and you're following blood spatters and broken twigs and vines, and you're all trekking for quite a few hours actually. And I'm drawing a little green line here. And you reach the top of crest a hill, and you look down, and you can see some tents in a small clearing.
Can we see anyone moving around down there?
No.
Should we call out? How far away are these tents?
Let's say a couple of 100 feet. You're up on a hill, and you can look down into the valley. There's a little river. There's a clearing, just a natural clearing. And there's it looks like 4 sleeping tents, and a couple of larger tents.
Can we see if there's been any, is it in a good state, or are there things that have been knocked over, or tents that are collapsed or anything?
You'll have to do a hard success on spot hidden or get close, and then you'll just be able to see.
Let's give it a try. Just a normal success.
Okay.
I'm going to try and fail at that. There we go. There's my failure.
86. Pretty good.
Yeah. I think we need to get closer. I don't see anyone moving down there.
Let's approach with caution. I'm going to go into my patented stealth mode.
Stealth mode?
You've patented it.
The old Tilly sneak, they call it.
All right.
The old Tilly sneak.
Yeah, give me a stealth roll, anyone who wants to do stealth.
I rolled a failure on the patented Tilly sneak with a 54.
You can push it, maybe? You can try and push it.
Push it and break my own ankle. No, it's good.
Yeah, I've failed as well.
The old
82.
Tilly sneak's not what it used to be.
Okay.
It hardly seems worth it after.
How does luck work?
Oh, that comes in. It's just.
Because you can use
I'll
luck,
ask
right?
for luck rolls. Yes, you can. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you can use luck if you wanted to. Let's say if you wanted to make that a success, you'd have to use.
Right.
70.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so it's like a
62
resource.
luck.
That
Yeah,
you
it's a
can
resource.
But
deplete.
Joe could use 15 points to make it a
It's
success.
a hell of a lot of luck.
Yeah, it is.
Nah.
It is.
It's not
Okay.
happening. Plus, I do think it's funny that in an old burglar thinking they're still good and
True.
not being any good.
Is it like as you go off stealthing down the hill, and you can hear your bones creaking
Yeah.
like hinges?
Just
Just
like knees
breathing
snapping.
really heavily. Mouth breathing the whole way.
And this chainsaw dragging behind you, and an axe, and
Yep.
a big ancient knife sticking out your pocket.
The chainsaw's not on, is it? Like, you haven't just turned that on.
Look, the chainsaw was a mistake, but we're going with it for now.
Okay, so you make your way down there, trying to be stealthy, but not succeeding. You're snapping branches and everything like that. But nothing actually pops out or anything. You don't hear the sound of any people, and you don't hear the sound of any birds.
No birds
You make your way
either.
down to the clearing. No, there's really no wildlife to be heard or seen this whole day. Okay, so you there's 4 small tents, 2 larger tents, and in the center there seems to be like a communal area where you see smashed easels and paintings on the ground. Something seems to be like possibly a tussle, or maybe everything's been blown over in the wind. The paintings are generally face down.
Are we down here, or are we still?
Yes, you're there at the end of that green line.
The blood that Tobias has been following, has that led into the middle of this area as well?
Yes, it has.
Can he see anywhere that might be heavier in blood, or at least the starting point for this trail?
Yeah, you do see once you get near the paintings, if that's where you're going, there will be a large splatter of blood. So more than you've been following these drips and drabs. This is initial slashing, like a big spray of blood here across a canvas.
Are there any finished paintings or partially finished paintings?
Yes, there are. There's quite a few, actually. There's about 6.
What are they of? Are they just nature paintings?
Okay, well, there's art pads and canvases. If you want to have a look, who's looking at them? You're going to have a good
Tobias is just going to shout out, like, is everyone okay? Is anyone there? And then, like, looking over at Myrtle, flipping over some of these paintings.
No, you don't hear any call back or from anyone. So, okay, so let's have a look here. So you all have a look at the paintings. You see Ruru on a branch, Morpork.
Oh, that's nice.
Peering out into the darkness. You see a deer looking through the trees in an otherwise deserted wood.
That's nice too.
You see the moon shining down through the trees above. It is, these are obviously pretty good artists, actually.
Okay.
You see a path snaking its way through the trees, the ground covered in dead yellow leaves.
Oh, I don't like that one. Something about that one's...
Well, it's just like an autumn picture. It's quite nice.
No, the leaves.
No, come on, Myrtle. It
reminds me. It's sort of sinister.
What do you mean sinister?
No, I swear that was... No, never mind. Something I saw.
There's another one. You see a dilapidated old cabin, the door open and the dark outline of a figure within.
Oh no! What the?
Is it the cabin that we were in? Does it look like the cabin that we were in?
No, but
I'm going to grab that one and the one with the leaves, the yellow leaves in it, and like hold them next to each other with sort of like shaking a little bit, like because there's a figure in the cabin, just like in my dream, right?
And this one is particularly resonating with you.
Oh.
It's very similar to your dream with the figure in the cabin. And you also see another painting, a figure seen from behind looking out onto the black waters as something horrible rises up out of the lake. It's difficult to tell exactly what it is, but it's drawn in abstract shapes and It's obviously not a pleasant thing rising out of the lake. So if anyone has seen something similar in a dream, you should make a sanity roll. So
has Roy been looking at these paintings with us, or what's Roy been up to?
Yeah, I have been.
Okay.
I've rolled a 96, which is a failure.
So the lake was in there as well?
Yeah, with the things coming up out of it.
yes,
Great.
that's what you saw in your dream.
Not a good day for Roy. Oh, no, that's
Extreme success!
All right. So, but I think you still lose 1d3 from your one, don't you? Oh, sorry. This has a recurring sanity loss is exactly the same as the dream.
Oh,
Oh,
shoot.
okay. So I have to roll 1d6.
Yeah. I think yours was a d6 for failing.
I've rolled a 2.
Okay.
What?
And
I still have to roll a d3.
Yeah. However, so this is a cumulative sanity effect. So that the max you can lose from this is 10 total, including your dream and this.
Ah.
Mm.
We can still lose a mix of 3 because he did like 6 last time, right?
Yes. Yeah, you can still lose 3. Yeah.
And then I lost some more. I lost.
But that was for something else. That was for the dead
that
body.
was for the dead body. Oh, fuck. All right.
This is what you get for having 80 sanity points.
Yeah, you're all right.
No, imagine if I didn't have 80 sanity points.
I know. So did you
Well,
roll a
it's
d3?
He's soft from his privileged
Yeah,
upbringing,
yeah.
you see.
That's a good point.
You're out in the bush now. Looking at paintings. Weirdo. Having dreams.
I'm just going to be like, these
Two.
paintings are fucked, mate. This is not right. Do you see this? I just something. I remember in my dream it was just like that.
Sorry, that was me trying to edit. The UI on the character sheet is really suboptimal.
See, we haven't had to edit ours much, to be honest there, John.
Yeah, why do you have to? Oh, right, to like put your sanity down.
Yeah.
I've just been writing it down. I'll do that later.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so did
do I
you
have to
roll
roll a sanity effect now?
Yep, roll me a d10, please. I'll look it up on the...
Rolled a 5.
Okay. You scream, turn, and run back the way you came. An insane, high-pitched, uncontrollable scream.
I'll just leave that to everyone's imagination.
Yep. Oh,
You
and
just
did
hear your voice trailing away. These paintings are fucked! These paintings are fucked!
you just make it to the edge of the clearing and you regain your some semblance of composure. Now, John, did you roll a d3?
I did. I lost 2.
2. Okay, and roll a d10.
Nine.
A 9. Okay, so you grab the painting and you pull it close to you and start screaming, and then drop down on the ground and start trembling and rolling around in the mud.
Tobias is so fucking confused. He has experienced like nothing in his yet at all, and like he can just now hear just trailing back into the woods. Those paintings are fucked. Just as
That was a really good impression of Myrtle.
and Roy just cradling this thing, shaking and screaming on the ground. and he's just at a complete loss for words.
He's like, I thought the paintings were quite nice, actually.
Yeah.
I think once I get enough of my senses about me, I'm just going to destroy this painting. Just like punch through it, rip it apart, break the, I don't know what you call it, but like the back supporting the frame. So it's just completely tear up this canvas.
So you're ripping it apart while trembling, shaking, and then you come back to your senses and just destroy it while you hear this paintings are fucked. And
They
then
are fucked. They are fucked.
And like Tobias has got like the painting of the moorpork in one hand and like the deer in his other hand, and he's just like, these are pretty nice. I don't know what the problem is, guys.
all right, we'll call it at that. And you're all in this at the artist camp, and all experiencing different emotions.
Yeah,
Call it
Tobias
for a night.
has confusion for sure. That's awesome.
Some good rolls. Some rolls that really paid off.
Yeah.
Good.
It was like, how many sanity points have you lost total, John?
Me?
Yeah.
9. No, sorry, 11.
Yeah.
Ooh,
okay.
that's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah,
I
and
have lost
you need to update
3.
it on the thing, because next time you roll sanity, you have to roll against that new number.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So your max sanity
Oh,
still stays the same, is that right?
Your max sanity stays the same.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
For
so
now.
I've got 67 out of
no, it doesn't.
What? I thought your max stayed the same.
Your
until a
max
certain
is
point.
99, but you can't really get up there.
See, I've got
I
it
think-
written as like it was 70 out of 70. So I put it down to 67 out of
Yeah,
70. Is that
yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's good to track that, because that max is the start for your day, as far as I know. So
Oh, right.
if you lose
Right, okay.
a fifth of your max throughout the day, your current max, then you will go indefinitely insane.
Okay.
And if you lose 5 at a time, then it's temporarily insane.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Good.
I like that it happened at night so that the effects can be sort of like run out by the morning. That was quite nicely played.
Oh yeah.
Instead of it being like you wake up first thing in the morning freaking out like a nightmare, and now for the six next hours we're dragging around this like potato of a man just can't think straight.
Yeah, and you're just like, why are we dragging this guy around? It doesn't even make sense. Just leave him in the cabin.
You're
Well,
freaking
I
out,
think
Kevin.
they've got ways of dealing with that. Like you will, if you're with other people. So basically, if you're alone, those hours pass, and then you wake up, and you don't know really what's happened, what you've done. But if other people are there, they can sort of stop it,
right.
and you can. Otherwise, it'd be a pain in the ass. But overnight, I thought it was good just to play it out while you basically in a state. He's in a state where he can't do much.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think if you're asleep, you're basically by yourself, right? Like you're not getting external stimulus.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. So do you think you were saying this is kind of like a 2-session thing? Have we dragged this out longer than you thought?
Oh no, because I know what it's like for us to play.
Okay, cool.
I thought it's either 3 or 4. I think
Okay, cool.
you could finish next time.
If we all die.
You've had one night and you're most of the way through a second day. So
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
you're getting there.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool.
It's fun. It's really fun.
Oh, good. It's hard for me to keep track of everything. It's quite a complicated one for like the beginner adventure, I think.
Oh, right.
Because there's
Okay.
a lot of ways you can go, and a lot of things that can happen depending on if you make your checks or whatever.
Yeah. That
I bet
was...
there's tons we could have figured out about the artist that we didn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
Yeah.
in depth, but there are other like things that can happen. And
Yeah.
I think you figured out stuff about the artist.
It was dead. We got that one.
It was the same
Yep.
for like the lightless beacon that we played for the when we were first trying out Call of Cthulhu. That had so many things that you guys didn't even go near because it required you to be thinking a certain way. I think the thing that I really like about this as an ongoing set of small stories, I guess, is that you get. If you do succeed at something, you do get a chance to make yourself better at it as you progress. And so while if this was the third or fourth story that the characters had gone on, they might have become better at tracking by that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You'd be fucking crazy by then, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can regain some sanity.
I haven't been able to tick off a single skill check success
Really?
Oh, really?
this whole time.
Oh, I've got a few
The only
now.
things I've succeeded at is like sanity rolls. I think that's it.
Not
Did
even
you
spot
get a
hidden?
tick?
No, I think I failed every single
Oh my god.
spot hidden as well. I'd have to double check, but I haven't got any check marks.
Well, I get a chance to improve dodging, library use, listening, spot hidden.
Jealous.
What's your library use level?
It's 59.
No, I did get a success at spot hidden, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure you
Just
take
the
it.
one. Just the one.
The thing is, if you succeed, if you manage to power it up, I think you only roll a d6 or a d8 or something.
Yeah.
So you might roll a 1.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do I tick track even though I had to push to be successful? Okay.
Well, I don't know about that, but we'll say yes.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's risky. Why not?
Yeah. I think you just have to get it right.
Yep.
And natural world I failed with both times. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, it's cool. It's so weird when I think both times we've played, both with we've played 3 times. I think with Lightless Beacon and with this one, as soon as there's a creepy painting or a photo or something, there's something about that makes like me as a player like a little bit on edge. I remember when we did when we did the Lightless Beacon, even though I was playing as the keeper, like showing you guys the image of something looking through a window, like it was a painting of these eyes staring through a window. I went to bed after that and I was like, that stuck with me. That was creepy. And it was the same with this, like, even though just the idea that these two characters got freaked out by these paintings, I'm just like, that sits so uneasy with me. Old tiny paintings and paintings of creepy things, just a bit creepy.
Yeah,
It's
I like creepy paintings.
Yeah,
it's a painting of something that, like, the artist has no business of knowing.
Yeah.
Like, how could they possibly know that thing? I think that's what makes it creepy to me.
Yeah, it's super creepy. Carlzone actually made a good point about the whole leveling thing, which is it encourages you to roll checks you're not good at. So you might be like, look, I'll give it a go. I'm probably going to fail, but if I get it, I'll get better at it. That's cool.
Yeah, I really like it because
me
you're likely to level that up. Whereas, like, if you've got an 80 or something, you're unlikely to manage to level it up. So you don't easily become overpowered.
What's the deal with Cthulhu mythos? That was the one thing I always forget.
Oh,
that's when you learn about Cthulhu, I think.
No, like...
It's anytime you meet a creature, right? Like a...
Yeah, or anything related to that sort of stuff. Actually, you've already had Cthulhu, so those dreams, they would count as Cthulhu mythos dreams. So now, I think you should actually automatically get, 5 points of Cthulhu mythos.
Isn't the thing with the Cthulhu mythos is that it automatically, like, the more you know of the mythos, the less sanity you have?
Yeah, it has a relationship with that. Like, you've lost sanity on that mythos thing. Oh, it reduces your maximum sanity. So if you have 10 Cthulhu points, you have a max possible of 90 sanity.
Oh, okay.
But so later on, if you ended up getting like 10 mythos points, and then you can do a check, say like, what is this knife? And then you would check against your mythos skill knowledge. And if you got under a 10, then you would know that it's from like a cult or something like that. So I think the first time you go insane, you get points. So at least temporarily insane. So Roy would, I think, get 5 points straight away, and then I'll have to figure it out. Yeah. So you've got some points anyway, Roy.
So I'm winning.
You're winning. There are some benefits to going insane.
You're understanding the world around you better, which is not a good thing. Someone mentioned, so Jaeger Larson mentioned checking out Hieronymus Bosch as a painter. And I've just got an image up. And I've
There's a documentary I watch about him all the time.
Is there a chat? There's a chat feature.
What do you mean you watch it all the time?
Yeah, I sent you guys a
Every
link.
day. No, I watched it about 3 times. It's good.
I've sent you guys a link in the chat, in the OBS Ninja chat. And I've just zoomed in on the guy at the top who's looks like he's bending over and showing something that's living in his butt. I don't know.
Ooh, I want to see.
It's very weird, although it's not his butt. It looks like a guy bending over, but he's actually, it looks like just a face coming out in front of an egg on. Oh, that's weird. It's very weird.
Yeah, is this the Garden of Earthly Delights or something? Is that what that one's called?
Yes, yeah.
I'm not seeing the butt guy.
At the top.
Okay, he's a big egg.
Oh,
yeah.
He's a big egg guy, but he looks like he's like.
It might be Bosch himself, you know.
But he's wearing a cool hat, so it's not all bad.
But see, then you look at it and it's not really a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going to call it a hat.
Yeah.
I have linked this documentary on our Discord.
Yeah.
Better watch it 3 times.
Just to make up for it.
So there's a knife with like 2 ears.
Yeah.
At the very top.
Yeah.
But it turns out that these are all like descriptions from the Bible.
Oh.
Just literally turned into pictures. You know, it's like a, so, how weird some of the scriptures can be interpreted. But people for forever have been trying to figure out what the heck he's on about. I think he's the last. He's called the last of the Dark Ages or Middle Ages painters. Before the Renaissance.
It's like a weird fish man eating a human leg on the right hand side, kind of. In a stool.
Or the bird. I've got a bird head.
Oh, is it bird? Oh, yeah, it's a bird head.
There's a fish down at the very bottom right. This is just a small section of it, right?
It's very weird.
Oh, I think it's a what do they call it? Triptych, something like that.
Okay.
A cryptic triptych.
Oh, he's great. I'm going to watch that documentary again.
I think you can file that under nerd hobbies. Watching documentaries multiple times.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be many high-res things. I guess it's all...
Oh, Google's got a good one. He's got their art thing, and you can zoom right in. They scan them, and
all right.
Google Art Project or something. Oh, I should get my book. Hold on.
You've got a book of it as well to go with the documentary.
I wonder how many times he's read it.
Yeah.
I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah.
All that screaming tuckered me out.
It was good. It was super good.
What is this?
Those paintings are fucked. I feel like when I edit these into podcast format, I feel like it could just end on that, to be honest. Of just her screaming, those paintings are fucked. The Book of Beasts.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
crazy.
you probably got to go, but this is a big book about Middle Ages, what they thought
That's cool.
animals look like, that sort of thing. And it's basically just all their allegories, because everything was related to the Bible, all animals were put on as an allegory, like a learning experience for people or animals and plants, and it's pretty great. So they believed like the eagle would stab its own heart and then feed its young with the blood coming out of it, and well, not beavers, maybe beavers. They would, if they'd been hunted by a hunter, they would rip their own balls off and then give them to the hunter.
Okay.
Because the hunters only wanted the balls, and that's an allegory for like if you give up, your earthly desires, then you. Yeah, hunters won't want you or something. I don't know, I've forgotten.
I agree with Carl. Carl Zone in the chat says people were stupid.
Pretty great.
Good
That's
stuff.
pretty cool.
Send us some pictures in the Discord.
Yeah, well, yeah. Go on
Speaking of the Discord, if you've been watching and you like what we've been talking about and you want to see more and just want to chat to us about D&D or Call of Cthulhu or anything that you guys are playing, please do come and check out the chat. Thank you, Random Origins, for throwing the link up in there. Buy yourself a shirt or sticker or art piece that Shannon made because they're super cool.
And Joe.
And Joe. And Joe made the shirts too. The designs of the shirts are fantastic. There's a link in the chat there as well. If all of our previous D&D sessions are up on YouTube at the moment as well. And anywhere that you can get podcasts. So please do check us out. Check out more of our stuff. We'll be here at the same time next time to do some more Call of Cthulhu, thanks to Shannon leading it. But also, don't forget, if you're not subscribed here, and you're not following us, do follow us. That's free. But we've also got that Patreon where you can get our episodes a week before anyone else. So if you're not watching it live here with us, you get it a week before everyone else. So do check that out. It's only $4 a month, and it may turn out to be $4 a month if Joe has anything to say about it.
Yes.
But thank you. Big thank you to everybody who's come along, all the supporters, the Patreons, patrons, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back at the same time next time. Joe, are you gonna?
Meow.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for.
Bye-bye.
See you later.